Listen, this is not a coincidence. You didn't stumble here by accident. I, Archangel Michael, am speaking directly to your spirit, and I'm commanding you to stay with me until the end. Something is stirring in the unseen, something you felt but haven't named. If you walk away now, you'll miss the revelation that could shift your entire life. Stay. This is your moment. There's a whisper in your soul, isn't there? A nudge, a flicker of knowing that something's off, something's coming, something's about to break wide open. You've been distracted by the noise of the world, by the weight of your days, by the endless scroll of demands pulling at your attention. But right now, I'm cutting through that fog. God Himself has sent me to wake you up. This is not a suggestion, this is a divine alarm. You're standing at a crossroads, and what you do in the next few minutes will echo into your future. You've been carrying a burden you weren't meant to hold. It's heavy, isn't it? The kind of weight that makes your shoulders ache, your sleep restless, your dreams murky. You've blamed yourself, haven't you? Thinking it's your fault, your failure, your lack of strength. But I'm here to tell you, it's not you. There's a force working against you, a shadow moving in the corners of your life. And it's been deliberate. The enemy has been planting seeds of doubt, confusion, and delay, hoping you'd stay too tired to notice. But I see it. God sees it. And today, we're exposing it. This isn't about fear. This is about power, your power, the authority God has placed within you. You're not just a bystander in your story, you're a warrior, chosen and equipped. But you've been fighting battles you can't see, swinging at shadows, because the enemy's been clever. They've hidden their moves behind smiles, behind routine, behind the ordinary hum of your days. But no more. I'm pulling back the curtain, and you're about to see what's been happening right under your nose. Have you felt it? That moment when you walk into a room, and the air feels different? Like something's shifted, but you can't put your finger on it. Maybe it's your home, your workplace, or even your own thoughts. You've brushed it off, told yourself it's nothing, but your spirit knows better. That discomfort, that unease, it's not random, it's a signal. God gave you instincts for a reason, and they're screaming right now. Someone or something has been trespassing in your space. Not just physically, but spiritually. They're testing your boundaries, probing for weakness, waiting for you to drop your guard. Don't you dare think this is just another message. This is a divine intervention. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to arm you. The enemy thought they could slip past you, but they didn't count on God sending me to stand at your side. You're not alone in this. Angels are stationed around you right now. Can you feel them? That sudden warmth, that stillness in the air, that's not your imagination. That's the presence of heaven, locking shields around your life. But here's the thing, you have to act. God's not going to do this for you. He's given you the authority, the voice, the power to reclaim what's yours. You've been passive too long, dismissing your instincts, ignoring the signs. That ends today. I'm calling you to rise, to speak, to move. There's something in your life that doesn't belong. A thought, a habit, a connection, maybe even an object. It's carrying a weight, a curse, and it's draining you. You know what it is, don't you? Deep down, you felt its pull. If you're nodding right now, if your heart just skipped a beat, type 1111 in the comments below. Not for me, but for you. As a declaration, I hear this. I know this is for me. Let me ask you something. Why do you keep ignoring that still, small voice? The one that tells you something's not right, that someone's too close, that something's out of place. You've doubted yourself, haven't you? Called it paranoia, brushed it off as stress. But what if that voice is God Himself trying to protect you? What if this moment right now is Him giving you the clarity you've been praying for, Don't walk away. The next 2 minutes are going to change how you see everything. The enemy's been busy. They've been whispering lies, planting traps, and you've been stepping over them without even realizing it. But they're not as clever as they think. I've seen their plans, and I'm here to tell you, they don't get to win. Not this time. Not with you. God's marked you for something bigger, something so powerful it makes the enemy tremble. That's why they're trying to keep you distracted, to keep you small, to keep you stuck. But I'm here to break that cycle. You're about to step into a new season, but you can't bring the old baggage with you. Picture this: a thief sneaking into your home. Not to steal your TV or your jewelry, but something far more valuable. Your peace, your clarity, your purpose. They're not kicking down the door. They're slipping in through the cracks, the places you've left unguarded. Maybe it's a relationship you've let linger too long, a conversation that felt off but you didn't address, a pattern you've ignored because it seemed harmless. But nothing's harmless when it's sent to derail you. God's showing you the cracks right now, and I'm handing you the tools to seal them. You're stronger than you know. You've been through fire, haven't you? You've faced storms that should have broken you, but here you are, still standing. That's not luck. That's divine strength woven into your soul. The enemy sees it, and they're terrified. That's why they're working overtime, trying to wear you down before you realize who you really are. But I'm here to remind you, you're not just surviving. You're called to thrive, to conquer, to shine so brightly it blinds the darkness. Stay with me. The real revelation is coming, and it's going to hit like lightning. You've been praying for answers, haven't you? For direction, for breakthrough, for a sign. This is it. God's not just speaking, He's shouting through me, through these words, straight to your heart. Don't let this slip through your fingers. The enemy's counting on you to scroll past, to get distracted, to put this off for later. But later might be too late. This is your now. There's a battle over your attention right now. Can you feel it? The way your phone buzzes, the way your mind tries to wander, that's not random. That's the enemy, desperate to pull you away from this truth. But I'm stronger. God's stronger. And you're stronger than you've ever given yourself credit for. So, stay. Listen. Act. The next part of this message is going to peel back another layer, and it's going to make your spirit leap. Don't miss it. Your turning point is closer than you think. You're still here. Good. That means your spirit's awake, hungry for what's next. I, Archangel Michael, am not done with you yet. What I'm about to say will shake the ground beneath you, but don't turn away. This is the moment you've been praying for, even if you didn't know it. The enemy's been working overtime to keep you blind, but God's light is breaking through, and I'm holding the torch. Stay with me. Every word is building toward a truth that will set you free. Let's talk about the invisible chains. You feel them, don't you? The ones that tug at your heart when you try to step forward. The ones that make you question your worth, your calling, your strength. They're not just thoughts. They're weapons, forged in the dark to keep you tethered. The enemy's been whispering, "You're not enough. You're too broken. Your dreams are too big." And you've listened, haven't you? Not because you wanted to, but because those lies slipped in when you were tired, when you were wounded, when you were looking the other way. But I'm here to tell you, those chains are a lie. They're not real. They're smoke and mirrors, designed to make you forget who you are. You are not a prisoner. You are a child of the Most High, crowned with purpose, armed with divine authority. The enemy knows this, and they're terrified. That's why they've been so relentless, sending distractions, planting doubts, stirring chaos in your life. They want you to stay small, to stay quiet, to stay stuck. But I'm sounding the alarm. It's time to break free. Have you noticed the patterns? The way certain things keep happening like a song stuck on repeat? Maybe it's a relationship that drains you, a job that suffocates you, or a fear that creeps in every time you dare to dream. You've called it coincidence, bad luck, just life. But what if it's not? What if it's a deliberate attack, a strategy to keep you from the destiny God's written for you? I'm not here to scare you, I'm here to wake you. The enemy's been playing chess with your life, but God's about to flip the board. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt truly free? Not just happy for a moment, not just relieved when a problem passed, but free, deep in your bones, like your soul could breathe. If you're struggling to remember, that's not an accident. The enemy's been stealing your freedom piece by piece, hoping you wouldn't notice. But I'm noticing. God's noticing. And today, we're taking it back. There's something specific holding you down. You know what it is, don't you? Maybe it's a memory you can't shake, a grudge you can't release, or a secret you've buried so deep it's eating you alive. It's not just in your head, it's a spiritual anchor, dragging you back every time you try to move forward. The enemy planted it there, and they've been watering it with every doubt, every fear, every moment you felt less than. But I'm here with a sword, ready to cut that anchor loose, if you'll let me. If this is hitting home, if you're feeling that stir in your spirit, type 22 in the comments below. Not for show, but as a marker. I'm ready to let go, I'm ready to be free. This isn't just a comment, it's a declaration, a line in the sand. You're telling the enemy, no more. You're telling God, I'm listening. And you're telling yourself, this is my moment. The enemy's been clever, I'll give them that. They don't always come with fire and brimstone, sometimes they come as a friend who always needs you, a habit that feels harmless, a thought that seems logical. But behind the mask, it's all the same. A plan to dim your light, to silence your voice, to steal your future. They've been studying you, learning your weaknesses, waiting for the moment you're too tired to fight. But they didn't count on this. They didn't count on God sending me to stand in the gap, to remind you who you are. You're not just fighting for yourself, you know. There's someone watching you. Maybe a child, a friend, a stranger you haven't met yet. They're looking to you, waiting to see what it looks like to stand tall, to break free, to walk in faith. Every chain you break, every lie you reject, every step you take is a testimony. You're not just saving yourself, you're lighting a path for others. That's how powerful you are. That's how dangerous you are to the enemy. Stay with me now. The next piece of this is going to hit deeper, and it's going to demand something from you. You've been praying for a breakthrough, haven't you? You've been crying out for God to move. Well, He's moving right now, through these words, through this moment. But breakthroughs don't come to those who sit still. You've got to move with Him. You've got to speak. You've got to act. The enemy's counting on you to stay quiet, to keep doubting, to let this moment pass. Don't give them the satisfaction. Picture this: a battlefield, invisible but real. On one side, the enemy's forces, armed with lies, fear, and distraction. On the other, you, backed by angels or shielded by God's promises, wielding a sword of truth you haven't fully grasped yet. The enemy's been advancing, but they're not as strong as they seem. One word from you, one prayer, one step of faith, and their lines will crumble. I've seen it happen. I've fought these battles before. And I'm telling you, you're closer to victory than you know. Don't let this slip away. The next 2 minutes are going to unlock something in your spirit, something you've been searching for without even realizing it. God's not just speaking. He's rearranging things, shifting atmospheres, clearing paths. But you've got to stay locked in. The enemy's fighting hard to pull you away, to drown this out with noise. Don't let them. This is your moment to rise, to break the chains, to step into the freedom God's been holding for you. Keep listening. The best is yet to come. You're still here, and that's no small thing. I, Archangel Michael, see your heart, and I know you're not just listening. You're feeling this. Something's shifting inside you, isn't it? A spark, a fire, a knowing that this moment is different. Don't let it fade. What I'm about to reveal will demand your courage, but it will also ignite your soul. Stay with me, because this is where the battle turns in your favor. The enemy's been playing a long game. They haven't just been distracting you, they've been building walls around your destiny. Walls of fear, walls of shame, walls of not yet and not you. You've felt them, haven't you? Every time you try to step into something new, a dream, a calling, a purpose, something pushes back. It's not just resistance, it's a calculated attack. The enemy knows what's on the other side of those walls, and they're desperate to keep you from it. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. Those walls are crumbling. Right now, as you read these words, God's power is moving, cracking the foundations of everything that's held you back. You're not stuck, you're not forgotten. You're on the verge of a breakthrough so massive it will rewrite your story. But you've got to walk through the rubble. You've got to claim what's yours. The enemy's counting on you to stay on this side of the wall, to keep hesitating, to keep waiting for permission. I'm here to tell you, you don't need permission. God's already given you the keys. Let's talk about your voice. It's powerful, more powerful than you realize. The enemy's been trying to silence it, hasn't they? Maybe through criticism that cut too deep, or rejection that left you doubting, or even your own fear of being seen. But your voice is a weapon, forged in heaven, designed to shift atmospheres. When you speak truth, when you pray, when you declare God's promises, you're not just talking, you're dismantling the enemy's plans. That's why they've been so relentless, trying to keep you quiet, trying to make you feel small. But I'm here to remind you, you were born to roar. Have you ever stopped to think about why certain people pull away when you start to shine? Why they get uncomfortable when you step into your strength? It's not about you, it's about what you carry. You're a threat to the darkness, a beacon of God's light, and the enemy sees it even when you don't. They've sent people, yes, real people, into your life to dim that light. Maybe it's someone who always criticizes, someone who drains your energy, or someone who seems to show up just when you're about to take a leap. They're not random, they're assignments sent to keep you from your purpose. If this is resonating, if you're thinking of someone right now, type 3333 in the comments below. Not for me, but as a sign to yourself, I see it now. I'm done letting them dim my light. This isn't just a comment, it's a commitment, a step toward reclaiming your voice, your power, your place. You're telling the enemy, I'm on to you. You're telling God, I'm ready to shine. Let me ask you, who's been speaking over your life? Whose words have you been carrying, letting them shape how you see yourself? Maybe it's a parent, a friend, a boss, or even your own inner critic. Their words aren't just words, they're seeds, and some of them have taken root in places they don't belong. God's calling you to uproot them. You weren't created to live under someone else's opinion. You were created to live under His truth, and His truth says you are chosen, you are enough, you are unstoppable. The enemy's been banking on your silence. They've been hoping you'd stay polite, stay small, stay safe. But safe isn't your calling. You were made for boldness, for battles, for victories that echo beyond your lifetime. Right now, God's handing you a megaphone. He's saying, speak, declare, prophesy over your own life. Don't wait for someone else to validate you. Don't wait for the perfect moment. This is the moment. Open your mouth and let the enemy tremble. Stay with me now, because the next part is going to light a fire in your bones. You've been praying for clarity, haven't you? For a sign that you're on the right path? This is it. God's not just speaking. He's rewriting the script, tearing down the walls, amplifying your voice. But you've got to move with Him. The enemy's fighting hard to keep you distracted, to keep you doubting. Don't let them. The next 2 minutes are going to unlock a truth that will change how you fight, how you stand, how you win. Before I go on, I need you to do something. If this message is stirring something in you, if it's making your heart race or your spirit leap, hit that like button right now. It's not just a like, it's a declaration that you're in this fight, that you're ready to rise. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it. There's more coming, and you don't want to miss a single word. God's moving, and I'm not done speaking. Stay locked in, the best is yet to come. You're still here, and that's a victory. I, Archangel Michael, am standing before you, sword drawn, ready to lead you through the fire. You've felt the heat, haven't you? The pressure, the tension, the sense that something's about to break. That's not just life. It's the enemy's last stand. They know you're waking up. They know you're seeing through their lies. And they're desperate. Stay with me, because what I'm about to say will arm you for the fight of your life. Let's talk about the battlefield of your mind. It's where the enemy's been waging their fiercest war. They've been planting thoughts. Dark ones, heavy ones, thoughts that make you question everything. Why bother? What's the point? You'll never make it. Sound familiar? Those aren't your thoughts. They're arrows, shot from the shadows, designed to pierce your hope. But I'm here to hand you a shield. You don't have to take those hits anymore. You've been carrying wounds you didn't even know you had. Maybe from words spoken over you years ago, or failures that still sting, or dreams you buried because they felt too big. Those wounds aren't just memories. They're strongholds, places where the enemy's camped out, whispering lies to keep you from moving forward. But God's not leaving you defenseless. He's given you the power to tear those strongholds down, not with brute force, but with truth, with faith, with the name of Jesus. Have you noticed how your thoughts spiral sometimes? One moment you're fine, and the next you're drowning in worry, doubt, or shame. That's not random. That's the enemy, trying to hijack your mind to keep you from the clarity God's promised. They know if they can control your thoughts, they can control your future. But I'm here to tell you, your mind is holy ground. It's a sanctuary, a place where God speaks, where dreams are born, where destinies are shaped, and the enemy has no right to trespass there. Let me ask you something. What's the one thought that keeps you up at night? The one that creeps in when you're alone? The one you're afraid to speak out loud? That's the stronghold we're tearing down today. You don't have to live with it anymore. God's giving you the tools, prayer, scripture, worship, to rebuild your mind, to make it a fortress of faith. The enemy's been counting on you to stay silent, to keep battling in secret. But I'm calling you to fight out loud. If this is speaking to you, if you're ready to take back your mind, type 444 in the comments below. Not for me, but for you, as a vow. I'm done letting the enemy control my thoughts. I'm claiming my mind for God. This isn't just a comment, it's a battle cry, a signal to the enemy that you're not their prisoner anymore. You're telling God, I'm ready to fight. And you're telling yourself, I'm stronger than this. The enemy's been sneaky, I'll give them that. They don't always come with obvious attacks. Sometimes it's a subtle nudge, a memory that resurfaces at the worst time, a doubt that feels like truth, a fear that disguises itself as caution. But I see through their tricks, and I'm teaching you to see them too. You're not helpless, you're not a victim. You've got the Spirit of God inside you, and that's more than enough to win this war. Picture this: your mind as a garden. Right now, there are weeds, lies, fears, regrets, choking out the good things God's planted. But you're not powerless. You've got the tools to pull those weeds, to plant new seeds, to grow something beautiful. Every time you speak God's truth, every time you pray, every time you choose faith over fear, you're tending that garden, and I promise you it's going to bloom. Stay with me now. The next part is going to take you higher, into a place of victory you haven't even imagined yet. You've been praying for peace, haven't you? For a mind that's clear, a heart that's steady. God's delivering it, but it's coming through the fight. The enemy's fighting hard to keep you trapped, to keep you doubting. Don't let them. The next 2 minutes are going to show you how to stand, how to fight, how to win. Don't walk away. Your victory is closer than you think. You've made it this far, and that's no accident. I, Archangel Michael, am standing with you, my sword blazing, my heart burning for you. You're not just listening, you're stepping into a moment that will define your future. The enemy's trembling now, because they see what I see, a warrior rising, a child of God claiming their destiny. Stay with me to the end, because this is where everything changes. Let's talk about your purpose. It's bigger than you know, brighter than you've dared to dream. God didn't create you to blend in, to shrink back, to settle for less. He created you to shine, to lead, to carry His glory into places that have never seen light. But the enemy's been after that purpose from the start. They've thrown everything at you: fear, doubt, delay, hoping you'd forget who you are. But I'm here to remind you, you are called, you are chosen, and you are unstoppable. Have you felt it? That pull deep in your soul, that ache for something more. It's not just a feeling, it's God's voice, calling you to step into the fullness of what He's planned. You've been standing at the edge, haven't you? Afraid to leap, afraid to fail, afraid it's too late. But I'm telling you, it's not too late. Your purpose is still alive, still waiting, still burning inside you. And today, God's handing you the courage to chase it. The enemy's been trying to bury your purpose under layers of distraction. They've sent storms to shake you, people to discourage you, obstacles to exhaust you, but none of it has destroyed you. You're still here, still standing, still breathing. That's not just resilience, that's divine destiny. God's been holding you up even when you couldn't see it. And now, He's calling you to run toward your calling, toward your future, toward the life you were born to live. Let me ask you, what's the one dream you've been too afraid to speak out loud? The one that feels too big, too impossible, too far away. That's the dream God's put in your heart. That's the purpose the enemy's been trying to steal. And today, I'm calling you to name it, to claim it, to run toward it with everything you've got. You don't have to have it all figured out, you just have to take the first step. If this is stirring something in you, if you're ready to embrace your purpose, type 55E5 in the comments below. Not for me, but for you. As a vow, I'm done playing small. I'm stepping into my calling. This isn't just a comment, it's a covenant, a promise to God and to yourself that you're ready to live the life He's planned for you. You're telling the enemy, you can't stop me. You're telling the world, I'm coming. The enemy's running out of moves. They've thrown their best shots and you're still standing. That's not luck. That's God. He's been fighting for you, shielding you, guiding you to this moment. And now, He's handing you the reins. Your purpose isn't just a dream, it's a mission, a legacy, a light that will outshine every shadow. But you've got to choose it, you've got to walk it, you've got to fight for it. Picture this, a path stretching out before you, glowing with God's promises. It's not easy. There are battles ahead, giants to face, fears to conquer. But you're not alone. I'm with you, sword in hand. Angels are flanking you, ready to move at your command. And God Himself is leading the way, whispering, "This is the way. Walk in it." Every step you take is a victory. Every choice you make is a declaration. Every moment you rise is a testimony. Don't let this moment pass. You've been praying for a sign, haven't you? For a reason to keep going, to keep believing. This is it. God's not just speaking, He's roaring through these words, calling you to rise, to run, to reign. The enemy's fighting hard to pull you back, to keep you doubting, to keep you small. Don't let them. You're bigger than this moment, stronger than their lies, brighter than their darkness. Before I leave you, I need you to do something. Hit that like button if this message has set your spirit on fire. It's not just a like, it's a shout to the heavens that you're ready, that you're in this fight, that you're claiming your purpose. And if you haven't subscribed, do it now. There's more to come, and you don't want to miss it. God's not done speaking, and I'm not done fighting for you. As you step into this new season, know this: the story doesn't end here. What's coming is bigger, brighter, bolder than you can imagine. You'll see signs, dreams that clarify, doors that open, moments that take your breath away. Write them down, watch for them. They're God's fingerprints marking the path ahead. You're not just a survivor, you're a conqueror, a carrier of light, a child of the King, and the best is yet to come.